Welcome back to the podcast. We are in the season of spook. Today we'll be talking about Halloween costumes and activities. I'm Sean Blomer. We will go around the table and introduce ourselves to the audience.
I am Thomas Didham.
I'm Sol Provost.
I'm Jonathan Ray.
Aiden Harris.
And I'm Ezra Barget.
First, we should discuss what costumes we'll wear on the Halloween. I will be dressing up as, you might not know, but I will be dressing up as a member of the Akatsuki from Naruto.
As who?
A member of the Akatsuki from Naruto. It's
Oh.
that show. Nothing spooky, but it's got drip, if I do say so myself.
I got something spooky. I'll be Bling Bling Boy when he had no money, and he had a flannel and jeans.
That's why.
Who is Bling Bling Boy?
You don't know who Bling Bling Boy is? Bro, have you ever watched Johnny Test?
Ah,
No.
yes, that guy.
Oh my gosh, bro, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Anybody else dressing up for Halloween?
That is a
Why
good.
are you looking at me? Everyone
Because.
else is at the table too.
I don't know. You seem
So?
like you would dress up in a cool costume, Ezra. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Nightwing this Halloween.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Makes sense.
I've already spent too much time and money on the costume, so yeah,
That's fair.
pretty cool.
Aiden, you
No
have any-
clue.
No clue.
Are you gonna dress
Lame.
up, Aiden?
Probably.
Oh well.
I don't know.
what
It
day
might
is
be
it?
the same as like the last few
Yeah,
years.
9 days.
Like yeah,
What have you dressed up the last few years?
Harry Potter-ish.
Perry Potter.
Harry
Oh,
Potter.
a wizard, Harry.
Perry.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
You're a hairy wizard.
You're a businessman, Harry.
Is it just me, or is like compared to other types of magic and wizards, the wizards from Harry Potter aren't that strong?
Yeah.
If you think about it, like all the different kinds of spells some wizards do, like something like hurricanes
Fireball!
and tornadoes and like hellfire. The strongest spell in Harry Potter is one that if you hits, I mean, wasn't it like,
If
like
it
the one
hits.
that kills people? But that's like the only strongest one. The other one is it cuts people. That's like the other strongest thing. Spell.
I mean,
That's my take on it.
I mean,
it's
no,
If it hits.
but it's a good magic system because you have to be creative with it.
yeah, that's fair. You can't. It's not overpowering. I'm just saying they're not.
It's
Of
not
course.
as
Of
good.
course.
It's a good story.
Cast it and you die is not very creative.
That's fair.
So
I
anyways,
cast Fireball.
Oh my god.
What is this Harry Potter y'all talk about?
You're banned
Get
from the
out.
podcast.
Get out. Have you actually never read or watched Harry
Nope,
Potter?
I don't know. I'm illiterate.
Oh, okay. Well, that checks out.
So
boy.
sad.
Jonathan.
Watch checks out.
I have
Well,
enough attention span to watch a 2-hour movie.
I don't got enough time to read a entire freaking like 10,000 page book.
Oh, no, 9,900.
Oh, my fault.
Jonathan, are you dressing up for Halloween?
Yes, I just told.
yeah. He said bling.
Bling,
Oh,
bling,
right.
bling,
Bling,
bling.
Who's Bling Bling
I
Boy?
couldn't remember. It was so insignificant.
Well, you guys
Insignificant.
have costumes you want to wear.
I'm gonna be a barista with my family. We're gonna be the Starbucks crew.
Actually,
Why?
that's pretty funny.
I heard they throw away uniforms in like the back of Starbucks, so you can go get an authentic Starbucks uniform.
That's free costume, bro. Oh,
Mr.
that's
G's
cool.
being Lieutenant
That's
Dan.
pretty cool.
That
Who's
sounds like a
that?
good costume.
You don't know who Lieutenant Dan is?
From Forrest Fump.
Fump.
Forrest Fump.
Forrest Fump. Good movie.
Sure.
Good movie.
Forrest Gump.
That's all I gotta say
Nah,
about
it's
it.
Forrest Fump.
Okay.
Mhm.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Forrest Fump.
No.
Wild. So, are you dressing up for Halloween?
Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
What kind of
dress up?
costumes are you thinking
Please
about
stop.
wearing? Is it spooky, or is it culture, like books or movies or something like that?
Are you going to continue switching between your normal and robotic and
His
spooky
gabble
voice?
If we're talking about something spooky, then I have to talk like this because it doesn't make any sense not to.
A wall.
But if we're talking about something regular, like why would I make a spooky voice when we're talking about like an egg sandwich?
Look, it's a wall.
Well, egg sandwiches can be pretty scary.
They can be scary. I dressed
Depends
up
on where
as
you get them.
This reminded me last year I dressed up as Han Solo and Carbonite as like a blow up costume. Someone asked me if I was a mattress. My girlfriend looked at him and said, "Are you stupid? That's Han Solo and Carbonite." He's like, "No, he's a mattress." And they started arguing.
I mean,
And
okay,
the girlfriend
why?
said,
Did he try to
"I don't
smooth
know
on
if
you?
I don't know if I can be with you anymore." After he said that, I think me using that costume broke up a couple.
you should have taken
W.
the opportunity.
I
bro.
think you broke up more,
Just been like,
more
hey,
multiple.
in
couples.
your Han Solo and Carbonite costume, but like, hey.
At the time, I was like 13, and this was like, I think I'm pretty sure they were like 25. So like,
You didn't want to be a victim.
I mean, I didn't want to get anybody in trouble, you know.
Wow.
I got a question. So
So gender.
theoretically, if y'all see a candy bowl and it says take one and there's like a bunch of Kit Kats in there or just whatever candy y'all like,
taking the
and
whole
no one's-
thing.
Exactly.
The
And no
whole
one's watching you. Are you taking one or are you taking the whole thing?
One.
I'm taking
I
one
think-
because
okay,
I'm a
so
good
I
kid.
like.
I take one and then I take
That's
one
crazy.
more because it says take one.
It
It
depends.
I
doesn't
mean,
say how many times.
Personally, I take one, then I come back as another costume, then take another.
Personally, it
He's
depends
got a
on
whole
number.
line
It
of
depends on how much
costumes, yeah.
candy's in it, and if it's good candy. Like if there's
Yeah.
a bunch of really good candy, and they're like, let's be realistic, like there's a bunch in there, you know. I'll
What
take
if it's
two.
just like yellow Starburst or something?
Bro, I'm not even
yourself?
taking any to begin with, bro. I'm getting the heck out of there, bro.
Wow.
I'm
Yellow
good.
Starbursts
I
are
don't
the
condone
best.
your Starburst.
Starbursts or
choices.
I know.
Starbursts?
I don't like Starbursts. That's it. I'm not saying they're bad. Like I'm not saying like no one should eat them. I'm just saying I personally don't like Starbursts.
What is the best Starburst?
Pink.
Starburst.
It's been so long since I had Starbursts
Right.
that I
I
would.
just had them like yesterday.
Wow.
Pink. I like the pink ones.
Red.
The pink ones are tasty.
Red one's
Is
the
it like
best.
bubblegum flavored or something?
I have no
Bubble
idea.
gum.
What flavor?
It's pink flavor.
Red.
Yeah, pink flavor.
What flavor
pink drink.
is
Kool-Aid.
red?
It's Kool-Aid.
Is it?
It tastes like it at least.
Wow. Pretty sure it's like cherry or something.
Is anyone?
Well, no, the red one is cherry.
Yeah. I
Oh.
said that.
Oh, okay.
I was asking
I'm
what
deaf.
flavor the red one was.
Sorry.
For Halloween, does anybody have any events they are going to, or are you just being a loser and just trick or treating?
I don't know if I'm treated
What I feel like
I thought you were
targeted
about to
towards
say,
me.
"Are you just being a loser and staying at home?"
That too, because if you're staying at home, you're not even just a loser at that point. You're just a disappointment to your whole family.
Okay.
Wow.
Because he's using the voice, it means you're not only a loser, you're a spooky loser.
Yeah.
A spooky loser. We walk into your room and we think the smell is practically an aura of fear around the room. You strike fear in the hearts of all your family.
I haven't gone out for
Why are
Halloween
we
for the
going
past
into
2
your
years.
room?
I don't know.
No, I
I don't know.
concur that would probably be a spooky experience.
No, it probably would be, honestly, if I'm being real.
Wow.
But is anybody just trick or treating? Are they trick or treating with friends? Is like just by themselves with family, or are they doing it with friends?
No clue.
No clue.
I'm going to a couple
We'll
parties.
figure
I
it
don't know
out
if I'm
whenever
a
trick or
that
couple
happens.
treating
parties.
Mm.
Nice.
I am too.
Gonna do a couple Halloween parties.
I don't know. We
So,
probably go to Halloween parties if we're like invited or something, but I don't know if we've been invited to any. Or
Are
never,
you
like,
hosting
yet.
one, Aiden?
I don't know.
So, have y'all heard of this big fella named Randy?
No.
No?
We don't talk
Okay.
not on
I
the
have.
podcast. Not on the podcast.
Bruh.
All right. Best Halloween candy.
Stop.
There's
Halloween
a-
candy.
There's a house in my neighborhood that gives king size candy bars.
Mhm.
Personally,
Isn't there a house in every neighborhood that does that though?
it
Or
depends
almost
if
every
your
neighborhood.
neighborhood's poor or not.
Wow.
Respectfully, of course. I say this respectfully. Most of the time, if you find a neighborhood that has king size candy bars, it's either one, a really nice person, or two, a person with a lot of money.
If you're broke, just say that.
If you're broke, just
Wait, he just said it's on his street though.
I did say that. It's not, I live with my grandparents, so it's not me.
Hmm.
That's
has a lot of money. It's my grandparents.
It's old money.
Do they give king-sized candy bars?
They do not give king-size candy bars.
Okay.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm about to utter a phrase that no one's ever said before.
Oh no.
Oh boy, I can't wait to give me some almond joy.
I
Like,
hate almond joy.
Who likes almond joy?
Ooh,
I like almond joy.
I hate you.
It's all right, but
You're banned.
who likes
The
it?
thing is, I like coconut though, so that's the thing. You have to like coconut to like almond joy. If you don't
Well,
like
I like
coconut,
It tastes like
don't.
the pulp in orange juice.
I
You know what I'm
just
saying?
hate almonds. Almonds are just trash. They taste like
I think
cardboard.
it's
the best
I like
almonds.
chocolate-covered raisins better.
It's one almond on the whole thing though.
I don't care. It ruins
What
it.
about
Almonds
there's
are
that
the
other
best
one? It's
part.
like not almond joy. What's it called?
Coconutty?
No, it's like the it looks at the same thing, but it's like red. It basically doesn't have almonds on it or something like that. I've seen it before. I just don't know what it's
I
called.
have no idea.
I know
Jolly
what you're talking
Ranchers.
about.
That and not Jolly.
You look
I'll ever chip a
Aiden,
tooth on the
okay.
Jolly Ranchers.
Aiden, you look like the kind of kid who chews their Jolly Ranchers.
That's wild.
I'm thinking.
That's so mean.
Y'all ever make a Minecraft potion with Jolly Ranchers and like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I'd be
you like put it in
my
water
egg
and then
on.
you put like a cork on the glass.
I have not done that
You go-
before, but I feel like I have to now.
You know,
There are a few things I'm going to. I have a few extracurriculars I do. That I have a martial arts school. It's less of like a traditional one and more of a modern one. So they do like activities and like events and stuff throughout the year. So they're doing a Halloween party. It's like it's a party slash trunker. You know, like a trunk. What's it called? A trunk or treat or something like that. It's where everyone has candies in the back of their trunk. You know, and they go candy in the back of their
Sounds a
trunk.
little
And
suspicious.
they
come back to my
so
trunk,
that you
boy.
open their trunk, and it's like, you know how you usually decorate your front porch, and instead they
Yeah,
decorate
I've
their
seen
trunk. Yeah.
Trunk or
Just
treat.
wait for the
What's
white.
that's
stopping
what
them
a trunk
from
or
just
treat
grabbing
is.
a kid?
Hmm?
What?
What'd you say?
What if someone decorates their car as a white van, or it is a white van?
Free candy.
Free candy. It's Halloween.
They're gonna put the.
Reminds me of that video I saw where someone was sitting in the back of like a van with no windows, and they were like swinging their legs, and they're like, "I'm for getting free candies, and you guys aren't."
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Wow.
But yeah, this might say like I think in terms of trunk or treating or regular trick or treating, I personally would rather go door to door than do a trunk or treat. What would you guys rather do?
Door to door.
I
Trick or
agree.
treat. They're closer.
I'm not trying to get candy from no one's van.
Personally, I think
that's
it's
a good
because I can
point.
get more candy from going door to door. It's really just a matter of how long you're.
Yeah.
I mean, if you live in one of those, because there's always those kind of neighborhoods, you know, that are like in the middle of by themselves, you know, where they're not really big. I live, you know, in a neighborhood that has other neighborhoods next to it, so I could go trick or treating as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm still debating
We like travel to other ones though.
whether or not I should trick or treat, because I feel like I'm getting a little old. But then again, I can also pass as a 13-year-old still.
You're never too old to
It's
trick or
free
treat.
candy. That's my argument.
Yes.
It is free
Although,
candy. That is.
I will have to make sure I don't go to that one person's house. So when I was
That
I'm a Boy
one
Scout,
person's
right? So
house?
I do sell stuff. So I knock on someone's door. This guy opens the door. If you ever think about a Discord mod that never leaves their bedroom, he looked exactly like that. Like barely any hair, bloodshot eyes. And he looked at me and he's like, "You know you aren't supposed to be knocking on my door, right? It's illegal. I'm on the no sales, no knock list on the Facebook page. I'm gonna call the
The
cops on you."
Facebook page.
And I'm like,
What?
"Okay,
The
dude,
neighborhood
I'm sorry.
Facebook
Like,
page, bro.
it's-
You should have been on there.
like, I'm so sorry I didn't check the Facebook page. You don't need to call the cops on me. I'm sorry, you're crazy." And so I was like, "Okay, dude," and I'm like, "Well, thank you. Have a nice day." And I walked it. As respectfully as I could, and as
Respect
fast
with
as
the
I could,
Discord mod.
get out of that
Bro
house.
probably made the Facebook page.
Wait, you went
Probably
into
did.
his house?
I didn't. Okay, I was.
Maybe that's
You said walked out of the house.
I say walked out. I walked away from the house.
Okay.
I did not go into his house. If I went into his house, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be coming out of that house.
Wow.
But yeah.
He'd be showing you all his e-kittens.
Exactly. That's honestly how I'd be.
Basement kid.
Looks like the kind of person to have a few
We're
dozen.
in
not gonna lie.
Texas. No one has basements. It's so sad.
I'm pretty sure that he's the kind of guy who would make a basement even if he didn't have one. He'd
Mm.
just dig his own basement.
Fun.
Free.
But yeah.
If you have a basement and you live in Texas, comment down below.
Yeah, if you have a basement, comment down below what you use that basement for.
And
if you
your
use it at all.
Yeah, tell us what
If
you have
it's-
in your basement.
If
And
this
your
comment's
address.
going to get us this video age restricted, please don't put the comment down at all and make something up. Huh?
You can just personally DM me that.
You can my Discord is. Okay.
That's wild work, boys.
Wild work.
Anyways, my favorite
Yeah.
candy that I can get from trick or treating, it's probably either Skittles or Sour Patch Kids, because I think the fruity candies are better than the like chocolatey candies.
No.
Bro likes fruity.
Thomas is looking at me like
Bro,
I'm
it's fruity.
insane.
Bro likes that fruity candy.
Chocolate.
That's why I like you so much, Jonathan.
I want all that rainbow
Whoa.
stuff in my mouth.
Chocolate.
But so I think my favorite candy. I go in between. Peanut M&Ms are a high for me, and
Yeah.
Kit Kats. I specifically like peanut M&Ms, not peanut butter M&Ms. I don't like, and peanut butter candy is all right. It's just not my favorite, and it's pretty sugary peanut butter if I'm being real. So I mean, like, it's candy, I know, but I still I prefer peanuts. I like getting that crunch, you know, when I eat it. And I love peanuts to begin with. Just making the chocolate covered is
Yeah.
way better. So
Bro, you ever had those M&Ms with like nuts in them?
that's
Speaking of
what
M&Ms. Speaking of M&Ms.
Is that your favorite candy?
No.
Is this another
Um,
thing that you can say speaking of, but then don't tell
yes.
what? Okay.
No. But have any of y'all had like the M&Ms with like little cookies inside of it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't.
like-
I've tried the ones with like Nutella.
Is
in
that a
them.
thing?
Yeah.
They keep making
okay.
ones.
It's
They
like
have
a-
one that
Have
they
y'all had
like-
M&Ms that are like any flavor but plain?
Yes.
Dude, the caramel M&Ms.
There's
Mm.
plain
they have, like,
M&Ms.
I don't
They
know how
have, like,
y'all like
regular
M&Ms. I stopped eating
co-
M&Ms after I was
peanut-
like
Oh wait,
6.
you mean just like
You don't like
the
M&Ms?
chocolate
No.
with the?
Gross.
Wait,
Why
so
don't
you
you
don't
like
like
M&Ms?
chocolate?
I
So you're
don't
talking
know.
about just the chocolate
Like
with the
they
shell?
don't taste like chocolate. They taste like a weird chocolate.
Yeah,
So
actually,
it's still
melt in
chocolate.
your mouth, not your hand.
No, they don't melt in your mouth. They just get stuck in your teeth, and I think they're gross.
Milk duds.
Okay, I
Milk
like
I mean, no,
Stuck
I
in
like
your
them, but
teeth.
like, yeah.
Can't even remember the last time I had a milk dud.
I had
in all
milk duds at
honesty.
a movie theater.
Wow.
But yeah, milk duds get stuck in. I don't know. I've never had M&Ms get stuck in my teeth. I swallow them like pills.
You're not even eating them.
I swallow
No, yeah.
goldfish whole.
I don't want the taste. I
Hey,
just
If
want
you
the
swallow them
Guys,
like pills,
guys.
just be careful that you don't, you know.
Can we agree that
Uh,
Whoppers are
don't
like
let-
one of the worst candies
Whoppers
ever?
are
No.
so good.
Bro,
Whoppers
what?
are
Yeah.
so
They are
good,
amazing.
bro.
Whoppers
I
are
think
right, but
they're,
I
like,
think
okay.
the worst candy is a Heath bar.
If-
I'm not gonna lie. As a little kid, I snuck a candy bar, right? Because like, I feel like most people as a kid would like sneak candy out of their Halloween thing, you know, like because I was only allowed to have it after like meals and stuff like that.
Ah.
But I would get it. I would go whenever I wanted to get some if I could. And I got a Heath bar. I was like, I was 10 at the time, so cut me some slack. But I took a bite out of that Heath bar. It was so disgusting. I spit it out, and I had to like throw it away, right? And like it was disgusting. I hated that thing. I've never had a Heath bar since, and I'm
Wow.
never going to have one. It was
That's so sad.
nasty.
They're,
I love
yeah.
Heath bars. They're like the hard candy of candy bars.
It just tastes like
That's a horrible
Plain
thing
sugar.
to say. Why would you say that? Candy bars aren't supposed to be hard.
They like
Just
they're
make-
not soft. They like crack. Like once you bite them, they like crack.
Okay,
They're like crack.
they're like crack. I feel like crack.
I don't know
alright.
what kind of candy you've been eating, but it's nothing I've been eating.
I like but I like crunch bars. Crunch bars are good.
I like
Crunch bars are.
Yeah.
Those are tasty.
I don't
Yeah,
know if I
puffs.
didn't like the Heath bar because I was like 10, but
Too
I-
healthy. Too healthy.
too healthy for a 10-year-old.
Tasted too
Wow.
real.
Then again, you know, there's all sorts of things you eat as a little kid that you thought were amazing that you try later, and you're like, this is mid at best. That's what I did that with.
10-year-old
So
saying
I'm not gonna
mid.
lie. We had to get you know, in Walmart how they have the deli section, right? We would always get the orange chicken there for a meal. I thought it was so good when I was a little kid. I had it when I was like a teenager. I was like, this is mid at best. Like, it's not amazing, but like, you get what you can get sometimes. I think I'm going off topic.
Yeah. No, you're.
Have you guys ever had the like the gummy
Krabby
Krabby Patties?
Yeah.
I have. Those are good. Gummy things are good too. I like gummy.
My sister hates gummies, ironically enough, and except if it's the ones that are like covered in sugar. For some reason, she
What
said
about
that
Sour
those
Patch
are
Kids?
different.
They are.
You know, like the ones that have like the grain, like not like
Yeah,
that
like
kind
Sour
of sugar.
Patch
Yeah.
Are you talking about
Or
Sour
like,
Patch
like,
Kids?
like some like the trolley gummy worms. Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't like the gummy worm. They just like the regular gummies, like the gummy bears and stuff like that. I don't know why, but she's just weird.
Oh.
Classic
Imagine having
sister.
sisters.
I have one.
You have siblings?
I have 5 brothers.
How's it feel to
Wow.
have 5 brothers?
How many is that again?
Have 5 brothers.
5. What?
How's it feel to have 5 brothers?
There's
Pretty
5
cool.
of them.
Pretty cool.
Are they all younger or older?
All older except 2.
2 older, 3 younger.
3.
Are they nice older siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about my siblings?
I don't know.
Because
So where do you live?
Because
brought
they're
it up.
spooky.
I have 2 brothers and a sister.
Are they spooky?
Oh yeah, you do
little.
have a sister.
Oh, okay,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Wow.
Sean seems intrigued.
No, I'm glad my sister leaves me alone.
Yeah,
In
I'm glad
public
my
at
sister
least.
leaves me alone too.
You have a sister. You should be thankful.
Yeah, I am.
Brothers are a little easier to deal with. They're simpler, I would say. Sisters
I
are more
would be
complicated.
okay if I had a sister, as long as by the time she was like 8 or 9, I was out of the house.
So like now would be fine, you know. Like if you had a sister, like a
Yeah.
baby sister now.
That's not crazy.
That's
That's not crazy.
that's crazy.
Give it a couple years.
Now, me
It's not crazy.
personally, if I were to have a sister,
Seriously.
okay, noise.
All right, you have a daughter and come back.
That's
Okay.
That's
I am the
crazy.
oldest. I have a younger sister and a younger brother. I'm letting you know right now, my brother's insane.
No, you're allowed to love your
Like,
sister. I just think.
well,
you're
here's the thing.
worse.
When girls are younger, they're usually like not jumping off of buildings or
I know.
cracking their
When they're
skull
younger,
open.
that's why I said, like at 8 or 9.
I don't
wanna
know.
be gone,
Once
'cause I don't
my
wanna be
sister got
around
to
them.
like 9, she just stopped talking. Like she was in her room. Like that was it.
Wow.
Well, good for you.
Well, my littlest brother.
I wish my sister was on.
By the way, guys, this is still on topic because it's spooky sister.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Spooky sister.
Spooky.
Spooky siblings.
Yeah, sorry, Aiden, I cut you off. Were you saying something?
Yeah. Yeah. No, my little brothers are injury prone or whatever.
So am I.
Yeah.
Calm down, Unc.
Gotten multiple injuries.
Do any of y'all mess with your little siblings?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. Oh
Get
yeah.
in trouble anytime I try to do something to him because he's the little sibling that freaks out whenever you do something to him. Like he, like to say, scream his head off and stuff like that. I
That's
can't do anything to the kid because like I just get him yelling like anytime. Like I'll poke him and he'll be like, "Stop! I don't like that." And it's just like a poke on the shoulder.
My littlest brother.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did that.
My littlest brother just like attacks people.
Is he the kind of person that, you know, had to have a leash when he walked around outside? You know, like the leash kid?
Not the monkey leash, bro. We had that when we went to New York for my younger brother. That was funny.
You know that kid from Despicable Me, and he like jumps into the pyramid. With
Ah.
an airplane.
Would that be
Wow.
your younger sibling?
We will steal the moon.
We will steal them.
The moon.
Spooky.
Banana.
All right.
Spooky.
Onto the topic
Banana.
of Halloween. Since we probably discussed everything for current Halloween, what is your favorite costume you've ever worn?
Boy.
Boy.
I
Pers-
said, oh boy, but
Personally, my favorite costume was, I think I probably have 2. One, because it's a blow-up Godzilla costume. That was just fun to use. Also,
Wow.
good
you
to
know,
That
being a
sounds
cold
fun.
Halloween night, it warmed me up. And then when I
Oh.
was 9, my mom helped me make like a custom like Anakin Skywalker costume. Like
Wow.
we didn't buy it, we made it. I had a like wristband, you know, for like his robotic arm that we got from somewhere and like all this other kind of stuff. It was really cool. I don't remember it very well, but that was probably also one of my favorites.
Wow. It's probably Harry Potter for me.
Just the same costume like 7 years straight.
Yeah, well, I've had like a inflatable dragon rider costume that I feel like it looked pretty weird. It was just, I don't know. And yeah, a memorable moment from Harry Potter was just like as we were heading to the car to go back home from a party or whatever, I like hid behind the car and it was like just dark outside and I hid in the shadow and with the robe over me just hiding. And then my sister walked past and then I stood up and then yeah, I scared her.
Reminds me of a time that I was at. So I'm in Boy Scouts, right? So you know, does anybody know that there's something called Cub Scouts below Boy
Yeah.
Scouts for people?
Yeah.
So my little brother was in Cub Scouts, right? And so our troop decided to help out with the Halloween event, right? I would have to do like these little booths, like activities, and then at the end of the day there was like a hay bale ride, you know, where you get like scared, right? And so with people would like jump scare you. So I was one of the people scaring, right? Everybody had their own little section where they would do stuff. I wasn't even told that we were going to be doing that, right? So I had nothing, nothing that I could like scare people with.
What,
so
did
I
you
just hid
just
behind a
stand there?
bush, and when people came up, I just shrieked at the top of my lungs at them.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you would just stand
And
there.
I
stare
I
at
was
them.
younger, so like I mean, like as a little kid, you know, I could shriek.
Yeah, no, children
yeah.
are
But like, yeah. So yeah, that it was unfortunate because we were also right before one of the like big scare things, you know, like where they had like all these different like stuff that they like costumes and stuff that they would use. So I don't even know I was doing that, but that is one of the thing I've done for Halloween is I've scared little kids in a hayride.
W.
W. Yeah.
W.
Wow.
Yes, in fact.
I second that. W.
I think the best scare was when this guy in a T-Rex like a T-Rex thing. He jumped on the back of the truck and started growling and scratching at the little kids in the truck. Now you weren't allowed to like touch them, like you know, like you weren't gonna like get too close, right? So he was just like scaring the crap out.
Why
of
can't you
them. I
touch
thought it was
kids?
funny. Like you're not allowed to like. Because, you know, like, it's a hay bale ride. This is
Yeah.
all, like, a bunch of, like, 6-year-old kids. You don't want to, like, hurt them. So, like...
Was
Why
he
not?
was he trying to reenact Jurassic Park?
He might have been.
Why was he a T-Rex then?
I don't
Should have been
know.
a raptor.
Why should I know?
I don't think he was a full size too.
Might have been
That would be a pretty cool
velociraptor.
costume. Though.
I don't know. This was, like,
Yeah.
6 years ago, so you got to cut me some slack on my memory. But, you know.
I think my
Look, it's Rexy.
I think my favorite Halloween costume was I dressed up as a homeless person and then I went under the underpass and then I was like, "Excuse me, sir, do you please have a dollar? Could you spare me a dollar?"
That wasn't for Halloween, bro. That was like a week ago.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Reminds me of a friend I had whose older brother had a sign. She would go out and pretend to be homeless.
That's so wrong.
W
Older
guy.
brother
W
had a
guy.
job at Academy, right? So he had a job and he would still do that, and he made like $300 in a single day from.
Bro was working the night shift.
Wow.
He was so disappointed when I saw that. I'm like, and he apparently thought it was cool that he was making money, and I'm like, really? You're not disappointed your brother's pretending to be homeless?
He's destroyed the
Bro really
street
said-
cred of normal homeless.
Wow. Okay.
Like, there's people who actually need it, and Brody has a job at Academy and is sitting here getting.
Well, the wages at
How about you go
might as well
hand
be
out?
homeless.
I mean, at least he's getting a wage.
If it works, it works. Oh, God.
You should probably go like hand out every single dollar that he has earned or whatever.
Rob him.
So,
Probably spent it at
Aiden
Academy.
and Jonathan and me have said their favorite costumes. Ezra, have you had
Oh,
a
boy.
favorite costume?
I've had a lot of costumes.
All right, well, that's enough from
That
you,
I've
Val.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay,
what was
on
that
to the
costume
next
about?
person.
Okay.
I think the most memorable one was Hermes, because me and my family we used to do themes, dressed up as,
Oh, yeah, we did too.
and we did Greek gods, and I did Hermes, and I basically just had a sheet around, and it was really cold, and I was freezing, and it was bad. But otherwise, that was a really.
But that
fun
was
costume.
memorable. It
Wow.
We also had themes. This was before my,
Mhm.
parents got divorced. A whole different holiday custody issues. So we can't really do
Yeah.
that anymore. But we have a friend, like my mom's college friend. They do themes, but they're like really, really, really into these costumes. So we saw some of their costumes, and they did like just like classic like monsters, right? They did like the vampire, like the realistic fangs, makeup, making their face pale and stuff like that. And for the zombies, they looked like a real zombie. I'm telling you, the makeup was that authentic. It looked like there was an actual zombie. I was like, okay, you guys. I wish I always wanted to do costumes like that could be considered like cosplay level, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like one, I don't have enough time for it. Number one, it can get expensive fast.
Oh yeah, yep. This year I've spent. too much
Speaking
money
of
on-
costumes and like cosplay and real looking ish.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of all that, has any of y'all been to Fright Fest
Halloween,
at Six Flags?
not this year.
No, I have not.
It got.
I was going to.
It got too tame. Maybe it's
Wow.
because I was like 7 when it was actually scary, but it feels like they don't try anymore.
Not
I don't
gonna
know.
lie.
Have y'all gone this year?
I did.
Me and my friends were gonna go, but apparently Six Flags merged with a new company, so we drove all the way from Glen Rose to get to Six Flags, and we're like, oh, if you don't have a parent, y'all need ID, and like, in order to have like ID, you need to be like 21, and we don't got no ID that says 21, so we gotta head all the way back
18.
from like Arlington or
You
whatever.
have to be 18.
That's-
Okay, whatever.
Wow.
And then
Imagine not being 18 yet.
yeah, imagine.
They had like,
My bad.
well, there were goblins like sliding at us on knee pads or whatever.
That's fun. That's pretty cool. Thomas, did you have a costume that you liked the best?
I was Raggy from Scooby Doo.
Raggy?
Very nice.
Raggy?
What about you, Soul? Did you have a favorite costume that you've ever dressed up in?
I guess the most memorable one was I was Freddy Krueger. I really liked that. I still keep the clothes from that and wear them like
Fun.
often.
Fun.
Oh, that's fun. It reminds me of my time. My cousin, right? He's in middle school, right? Like 8th grade or something like that. And he said that what's his name? That one from that one. I think it's like Friday the 13th. What's it called? Like Jason or something like that. How he has that jumpsuit and like the mask and the knife. I'm probably
Yeah.
met this him. He said he looks mad cute. I look perfectly.
Just a cutie patootie.
That's exactly what he said. Man, he's looking mad cute today.
Meow,
It's
meow.
By daylight, right? So he's like just scrolling through the characters, like, oh man, he's looking mad cute today. He's my cutie pookie or something like that. That's exactly what he says. I'm not trying to make fun of him or anything.
Who
That's
knows what's
exactly
up?
what he says.
Oh yeah, that's spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's spooky. All right. So. All right. That is it for today's episode. We got some spooky topics in for Halloween. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you next time on the Nuclear Podcast. Don't settle for ordinary. Go nuclear.
Ooh.
Oh boy. We exit Christmas